Chula! Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. And if you are new here, well then, hi, hello, my name is Kai. And if you're coming back to my channel, well then, 𝗟𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗶. Here on my channel, I aim to share my experience as a person who has left the Jehovah's Witnesses organization and what it was like to grow up in a high-control Christian cult. Being that Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I figured it would be fun to do some love-themed videos for you guys because I don't know if you can tell, but I really love the aesthetic of Valentine's Day. I love the actual holiday Valentine's Day. So yeah, this is a really important time of the year for me. But also February is Black History Month, and I do think it's important to remember that. I did want to take some time just to recognize that, especially in our country with everything that's going on with Tyre Nichols, but also with countless other unfortunate victims of police brutality. I think it is important to continue to uphold Black history and make sure that Black voices are heard and that they have platforms and that ultimately that they are protected. This has gone on so long and it just continues to baffle me how there's been absolutely no change. This is obviously not something that I talk about on my channel really at all because I just hate to talk about something where I don't feel like I am fully informed, or if I don't feel like I'm the best person to talk about a situation, I would usually like to defer that to someone else. In this case, I think it is just important to be listening to Black voices and supporting Black creators and really just to listen to their real struggles because things need to change. And yeah, that's really all I feel like I could say on the matter, and I appreciate you for hearing me out. With that, we're gonna go ahead and just jump in to today's video, which is another Jehovah's Witness Lifetime movie reaction. I've actually been holding out on doing this one. It is a video that people have requested that I react to in the past, but I just knew that I had to save it for February, Valentine's Day, because I have no idea what this movie is about. I have no inkling. I'm going in totally blind. It's a blind date, baby. The movie is called What is True Love? So, I mean, obviously it has something to do with looking for true love. Go get your snacks, go get your drinks, and then sit back and relax because I have a feeling that we are in for a very long ride.
Can I get your name and where you're from if you don't mind?
I'm Kai.
Kai, can I get spelling for you, buddy?
Straight out of Dogtown, K-A-I.
That seems so much more like glossy. Like they're really perfecting these movies, or I don't know, they're just like developing a style. I can appreciate that, I guess. I mean, it is a cult propaganda movie. I can at least say that it does look aesthetically appealing, okay?
Looking back, I never thought I'd be here. Still, I don't regret the choices I've made. Although at times, I wasn't sure where they'd lead me.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, Zach.
What are you doing here?
I was just heading to work. I was running late, though.
Got it.
Actually, you still have 15 more minutes.
Hey, Meg.
Hey.
You guys both work here?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Listen,
It's Anton! It's Anton! Oh my god, holy. If you're not familiar with who Anton is, he was David's worldly roommate that he like went to live with when he left his mom and dad's house. Oh my god, this is so crazy.
if you have a couple minutes, can I buy you something to drink? My treat. Anything. Well, one Earl Grey coming up.
Thank
Should
you
I
very
like a
much.
cappuccino with whipped cream? That sounds so much better.
Tea's what I want. Thank you.
How do you work at a coffee shop and drink tea?
I just needed an after-school job. I figured it would be great for pioneering once I graduate.
Pioneering?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's what you were planning on doing. How many times have we run into each other, whether at school or at the Kingdom Hall? And this is the first time that we've actually getting a
Having
chance
a
to talk.
conversation,
Yeah.
They're saying school, but I mean, and they don't look like teenagers, but Jehovah's Witnesses aren't allowed to go to college, or at least it's strongly discouraged. So I think they're trying to pass them off as being in high school, which is hilarious to me. When I look at both of them, they just scream like, I have a mortgage. You know what I mean?
I guess that's part of being the new guy, right?
Oh, come on, you're not that new. Why did your family move?
My dad's opening up a restaurant not too far from here. So we moved to be closer.
I don't think I've ever met your dad.
He's not a witness.
Oh.
So
How does he feel about the truth?
I think his real concern is that I make time for the business.
He was talking about his dad. So he's in a situation where his mom is a Jehovah's Witness, but his dad is not a Jehovah's Witness. It's a weird place to be in a lot of different ways. Like, obviously that was not my experience, so I can't really like 100% tell you like what it is really like. But just from knowing people that were in that situation, it seems like they're constantly caught up in trying to please two different people who have two drastically different ideas of how their children should live their lives. One of their parents wants them to pursue spiritual things, and then the other one wants them to pursue secular things, or just like regular everyday people. Right? To be caught up in between those two different worlds all the time, I'm assuming is very stressful, and you kind of feel like you don't want to let either of your parents down, but in a way you'll always be letting one of them down, disappointing one of them in some way to some degree. So I definitely sympathize with that position, and I'm sure that it's gonna be a major plot point for the rest of this show.
So, can you tell me what that was about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just talking. I was just trying to be nice.
Trying to be nice. Got it. Oh, come on.
What?
He is so cute.
I'm sorry. That's so mean. That's so mean.
And it seems like he likes you.
I mean, he seems nice, but I don't even know him.
Is it because he's not baptized?
Wait, he's not baptized?
I thought you knew that.
And no, I just assumed.
Well, that tells you something. He knows it's the truth.
Megan, I can't even consider someone who's not baptized.
Liz, not everyone is raised in the truth like us. Give him a chance.
Oh my...
Try to be a little more understanding.
This is nuts. But yes, if a Jehovah's Witness girl is thinking about pursuing a guy, then there's like a couple of boxes that guy needs to check off before she's even able to consider him to be a good marriage mate, which in an organization like the Jehovah's Witnesses, where the population skews very female, there tends to be a lot more females than there are males, there's a very small pool of people that you can choose from. And then when they put these like restrictions or limitations or check boxes, that narrows it down even further. So this guy might, in all accounts, be a very nice guy, a very good match for her, But because he's not baptized, it's simply out of the question. Oh my god, would you guys hate me if I had a bowl of cereal? It truly do be smelling like weed in here. God, we're only 4 minutes into this fucking movie.
Team, the game tomorrow. We're done.
Hey, Zach. Is everything okay? Why was the coach yelling at you?
I told him I wasn't playing soccer anymore. He just went off. That they were going to offer me a sports scholarship.
The fact that they really are trying to pass these two off like they are in high school is hilarious. David and his brother looked younger in The Prodigal Son, and they were supposed to be in their 20s. Like, this. He's got the eye bags of a 40-year-old in the 11th grade.
And now, I'm throwing my future away.
Scholarship. Must be good.
I used to play on the team in my old school, but my parents, my mom, she doesn't really want me to play anymore.
Well, if it's any consolation, I think what you did today was the right decision.
Thanks. But between you and me, I really want to play. I don't know, I just feel torn sometimes.
I can understand that, but being able to dedicate your life to Jehovah, it's worth any sacrifice.
You mean like baptism?
Yeah, you have a date planned?
You know, with school wrapping up, I've just been focused on helping my dad out. I'm hoping maybe for the end of the year, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, I think what you did today was definitely a step in the right direction.
See, now I know why you guys were commenting that you wanted me to watch this, because this is, oh my god. I don't know the first thing about sports, but I'm assuming that if you were offered a scholarship to play soccer, then you're probably really, really good. And then obviously, if he decides to play soccer for the rest of his life, like, I guess he could try, but at least he got to go to college so that he has somewhat of a better foundation for the rest of his life moving forward, regardless of what he chooses to do. So, like, even, it's like just a net positive, in my opinion, like, to literally be able to have your school paid for in a country like this where it'll cost you an arm and a leg and your firstborn child to seek higher education. That is like the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. For what? Basically, like, what? Just to give your labor away freely without any compensation at all? To be able to work for someone else, slave away for someone else's corporation that you're literally not even on the payroll? And then her too, like, oh, just, have you ever been so have you ever been so thirsty for someone that you literally tried to subtly manipulate them into dedicating their lives more to your cult? Like, oh my god. I'll tell you one thing, that is not true love.
Okay.
I'll see you tonight.
Tonight?
At the meeting.
Oh, there you are.
Right, of course. Hey, man.
Oh, am I interrupting something?
No, I was just leaving. I'll see you tonight.
All right.
What's that about?
Our meeting. Remember I told you I'm becoming a Jehovah's Witness?
I mean, I know you told me, but saying and doing, two different things, my friend.
Well, I'm ready to do it.
Why now? No, because of church girl? No way. I don't think so.
What's that supposed to mean?
Come on. Nothing against Liz, right? But she's really religious. You, not so much.
Is that so?
I'm just telling you how I see it. But look, I thought we had plans tonight.
What plans?
The game at Westbrook Park.
I have my meeting tonight.
Look, it's fine. I can find someone else, you know. I got a bunch of best friends. Don't worry about me.
Stop. Nah. Count me in. I'll be there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
This movie is like an onion. It's got many layers and they're all just unfurling right before me. And now things are starting to make more sense. Mr. I cannot remember anyone's name. My guy is pursuing the religion in part because he wants to make his mom happy, and in a much bigger part because he wants to get closer to Liz. That's really like his primary driving motivation, is just to get closer to her. I mean, look, I've been there, but I'm not proud about it.
Well, look, I gotta go get changed. I'll see you tonight. I'll see you tonight.
Liz, I can't make it tonight.
Fit? It's the scarf and the purple pants. And... I mean, am I really want to talk right now? Heart overalls. I'm a 25-year-old adult. I look like I should be on the set of 𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗹𝘆 right now. I'm really not one to sit here and talk any shit. Don't let me talk to you. On October 3rd, I asked him what day it was, and he said October 3rd.
What do you think about that?
That sounds like a good idea. I don't know much about them things, so
Not a problem. Liz and I are going to do it together. It'll be perfect for the two of us.
That sounds good. Liz, what do you think about that? Is that something you can do? Liz? Liz, is everything okay?
Actually, there's something I want to tell you. I'm not quite sure how to say it.
Okay, we're listening.
There's someone I'm interested in.
Interested in?
Someone I'd like to date.
You're only 17.
I'm turning 18 the next month.
That's not the point.
What is the point?
You know how your mom and I feel about you even thinking about dating so young.
Who are we talking about?
Zach.
Zach Tanner?
Dad, if this is about him not being baptized.
Whoa, yes, this is exactly about him not being baptized. And even if he was, you're both still too young.
We're not that young. We're graduating soon.
Liz, neither one of you is ready for marriage right now. Can you honestly see Zach as being your spiritual head?
It's just... I never thought I'd feel like this.
Lizzie, we understand.
We're not against you finding someone that's going to make you happy one day. We're not. But the problem is, darling, that when you start developing strong feelings for someone early on, it is so hard to see their potential flaws.
But I thought when you're married, you're supposed to overlook flaws.
That's true, but the time to keep your eyes open to potential spiritual problems is way before marriage, not afterwards.
I know. It's just, when I see other girls with their boyfriends, I want that too.
Liz, we understand. But Zach hasn't even taken the first step towards baptism yet. Neither one of you are ready for dating. I'm sorry, but there's no way your mom and I can approve of this.
All I can think of when I see that is exactly how every sensitive conversation went between me and my parents when I was growing up. And that is exactly why I just stopped telling them anything about my life, anything. I would lie to them about everything, because I knew that if I was honest and I was actually trying to be vulnerable about something, that was the reaction that I would receive. And I think if you are a parent and that is how you are talking to your child, then probably, yeah, they are going to start hiding things from you because they don't feel like you really are trying to understand them, and you're just so quick to like throw down those walls and throw the book at them. And I mean, just the way that he was talking to her, it's like, how can we even approve of this? How can you even think of being with this person because they're not baptized? How could he be your spiritual head? And it's like, maybe if you were allowed to date and get to know people, get to know what qualities you are looking for in a marriage mate, then you'd have an easier time sussing that kind of stuff out. But when you're a Jehovah's Witness, there is no dating around, there's no dating to get experiences, and there's certainly no sowing your wild oats or whatever the they'd say. Basically, you have to enter a marriage without having any real life experience, without knowing what any other man or any other woman is like. And you're so sheltered and so repressed that many people do end up just getting with the first person that they actually start talking to. And then even think about it, like, how much have we really seen? Because they've just been texting all the time. They're texting and they're hanging out at the coffee shop, and that seems like really not serious. That's like just teenager kid stuff. In her mind, that means that they are preparing to get married. When you're young, I think, yeah, you can like over romanticize or over idealize your relationships and everything, but if she was allowed to have more of these experiences and to develop what she wants for herself and who she even is as a person, then she would have a much easier time, and then probably, most likely, a better marital outcome, because she was able to take the time to get to know herself, get to know the world, get to know what it's really like to be in a relationship before you commit to someone for the rest of your life. Oh. You see, her finger was all up in that whipped cream. Ew.
This one's starting to bore me out a little bit, so I'm ready to get something on my back. I was thinking.
Yeah, man. So what's up? Why haven't you been responding to any of my texts?
Remember how you told me you felt when the coach wanted you to play, but you knew you couldn't?
When I told him I felt torn?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with...
My parents feel like we're too young to get into a relationship.
Your parents, Liz? You're almost 18.
I know. It's not just that.
I thought we had something here. Don't let them ruin this for us.
Zach, I feel like I have my goals, and I don't think you're on the same page.
What kind of goals are you talking about?
Pioneering. Maybe in the future, evangelizer school.
Look, I'm not opposed to any of that.
He's just trying to get some of that 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗺, man. That's all he wants. He doesn't evangelizer school. That's not what he wants. He wants to be with Liz. And if Liz was literally in any other situation, they could just be together and date for like 6 months or however the fuck long you date when you're 17. Like, go ahead.
You're not for it either.
Look, I admit sometimes I miss meetings, and I should be out in service more. I know that. But I'll turn things around.
Turn things around?
When?
Like...
I don't know. That's why I have you. You can help me.
There's other girls out there, babe. There's other girls out here that would be with you, that you wouldn't have to, like, do all of this for. Like, no, this is too much. Oh.
Come on, Liz.
I can't.
Oh.
can't, or you won't.
I don't understand.
You know what? I was hoping you weren't gonna be like this.
Be like what?
I know I have things to work on. Just thought you'd give me a little bit more time before you just write me off.
I'm not writing you off.
Really? So you're saying you'd give us another chance? Yeah, exactly. You know what, though? I can never be with someone that expects perfection.
That's not fair.
Well, neither was this.
Well, neither was this.
Zach?
Hey, Meg. What are you doing here?
I'm just walking Jasper.
I'm just walking.
What are you doing? I'm just walking Jasper.
Just walking Jasper.
I'm just walking Jasper. Respectfully, she kind of reminds me of Janice Griffin. Respectfully.
I know we've talked and all, but chance to tell you how sorry I am that things didn't work out with you and Liz. She really liked you.
Thanks, I guess.
You know, maybe things can still work out.
Yeah, I don't think so. To be honest, it's been months now, and you know what? We just weren't right for each other.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she's the type of girl that was expecting me to be perfect. And on top of that, she didn't even really know how she felt.
I know. I told her the same thing.
You did?
Yeah.
What else did you tell her, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, that you're a great guy. And she's crazy for not giving you a chance.
Crazy for not giving you a chance.
Wow. I didn't realize that's how you felt. No, I didn't mean it that way. What I meant to say is thank you. Seriously, I appreciate that.
Well, I should probably take Jasper for a walk because he gets really cranky.
I don't want that to happen, so I'll let you go.
All right, I'll see you around.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
These are getting like progressively more painful for me to sit through. I love her. I love her. The amount of colored skinny jeans in this movie is like, it's breaking my brain. That was. It was like every single line of dialogue was cringe. Just pure, just unadulterated cringe.
Thanks.
Patrick Stump Hat.
Yo, Meg, you got a box.
Megan saw this and thought Jasper might like it. And then I saw this and thought you might like it. Let me know, Zach.
I just find it so hard to believe that there aren't any other girls at this school that Zach could be talking to, and he insists on talking to Liz or Megan, which Liz and Megan are supposed to be friends. So like Megan's being like a two-faced bitch right now, like going behind her friend's back and talking to her ex-guy or like the ex-guy that she was interested in. Like, okay, I might have done that. Okay. Before I had a frontal lobe, I definitely was a Megan, and that was the wrong thing to do, okay? That was wrong, and I know better now, and I have definitely learned and have grown from those experiences, and it is 100% true what they say, that if a guy is willing to be with you, and he has to leave someone else in order to be with you, then he is trash. And I am not a garbage man. I don't handle trash. I thought I used to, and then I realized that it's trash. I had my hands in f***ing trash, and so we don't do that anymore. It is about to get so messy. That's...
Can we get something to eat?
Yeah.
How can you even hang out together? How can you even like be texting him on your phone, I'm assuming? But like still be hanging out with your girl? Like, how can you go out and like wear a scarf with your girl and then the whole time you're actually talking to her like ex-guy? Like, I'm like, at least have the courtesy to like not talk to her, like.
On the text message?
It is. I thought you were over Zach.
I am. That's not what I'm saying.
So, what are you saying?
Are you sure about getting into something with him? His spirituality
Look,
is...
Liz, you and I, we see things differently.
Don't you see the potential problems?
No, I don't. I just see a lot of good. And besides, I can change him.
Megan, he's not even baptized yet.
Oh my God.
Zach is not a spiritually mature person.
Yeah.
When problems come up, you're gonna want someone who is solid in the truth.
I don't want to argue, okay? Why can't you just be happy?
Her eyes, man, her eyes. Can't you see all the potential spiritual problems? Like, damn, bitch. They're just gonna right out of your head.
I won't bring it up again.
Listen, I have to take this. I appreciate your concern, but this is my decision.
I know. Just be sure it's the right one.
In the director's cut, she becomes a femcel. You are telling her to be careful with him for the wrong reason. The reason that you should be careful with this guy is because, one, he's willing to go after you even though he knows that you're friends with Liz, who he was previously going out with, and then the whole way that he reacted when Liz broke it off with him was like extremely like, ooh, red flags over here. So all of the, like, him not being baptized literally isn't even the problem. It's everything else about this guy.
It could have been very uncomfortable before. That was fun. Can I grab my jacket? I left it on the counter.
Yeah. Just be quiet. Here it is.
A little late, isn't it?
Dad, you scared me.
I'm sorry, Gavin. It's my fault. I just lost track of time.
Hey, Mom.
Oh,
How was it? Oh, it was so much fun.
I should probably get going, though.
Oh, no, stay. I want to hear about tonight.
No, I should probably go.
Well, text me when you get home, okay? That reminds me, I want to show you something online.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the details, Meg.
Oh, thank you.
It's gonna look so beautiful on you.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Oh, you're such a beautiful couple.
I want to go show Dad. Oh. Hey, Dad, can you come inside? I want to show you something real quick.
Yeah, I'll be in a minute.
Okay.
Actually, Megan, come sit with me for a second.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is it you see in Zach?
He's so sweet And he's charming, he's funny.
What else do you love about him?
I don't know, he makes me happy.
But, Megan, why? What are those feelings based on?
Dad, you're starting to sound like Liz. Zach isn't bad.
I'm not saying Zach is bad. I give him a lot of credit. He was raised in a religiously divided household.
Exactly.
However, Zach's been studying for years.
You have to be patient. He's gonna get baptized, and then he's gonna start reaching out.
Are you basing that off of his actions or his promises?
No disrespect, Dad, but when it comes to reaching out, you're not exactly the stellar example either.
Oh, we're gonna go back and listen to that little cymbal sting because like it was a freaking MTV special. Oh my god, hold on. Come here. Yeah. You guys haven't seen Hemi in a while. I love you. Oh. Let's go, Ben. You're my true love. You're my true love. I guess we must have like jumped forward in time and they just like didn't tell us. Thanks. But I feel like, okay, now Megan and Zach have been together for a while. They're like a whole couple now, an item, you could say. And it sounds like they're engaged or they're thinking about like getting married because she was talking to her mom about little details and, oh, it's gonna look so pretty on you. What's gonna look so pretty on you? A wedding dress. When you get married to someone, you basically like you have an anchor in the organization in another way that you would if it was just your family that's in the organization. If you decide that you no longer want to be a Jehovah's Witness, well, now you're like living with someone who you're in love with them and you desire to be with them, but in order to be with them, you have to belong to this cult that you think is harming you or that you find out is not true actually at all. But you're still like married to this person, so in a way you're like still tethered to the organization because that would definitely be grounds for a separation or a divorce. They could leave you and then you would lose this person that you're in love with, and I think that that is like so scary to me, and I'm really glad that I never got married when I was in the organization. I never dated when I was in the organization either, and I'm really glad that I didn't because I just feel like there are so many experiences that I have had in my young adult life that I would have never been able to have as a Jehovah's Witness person, and I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world because those experiences that I had, those people that I had been with and had been in love with, they all meant something to me and they all added to me as a person in a way. I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for going through those relationships. And I certainly wouldn't have any idea how to be in a functional and healthy relationship today if it wasn't for having the experiences of maybe not so functional relationships. She's never dated anyone else before, and he's probably really not dated anyone else before either. So if that person makes you happy and you think they're funny, you think they're cute or charming or whatever, that's kind of enough. That's kind of enough for you when you don't know that a person needs to be respectful and needs to respect your boundaries and needs to be emotionally supportive and needs to like actually challenge you as a person to like grow and become a better person. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
And besides, Dad, I don't want to be single for the rest of my life.
I'm not saying stay single forever. I'm saying give it some time. You get one shot to choose your marriage mate. The choice is yours.
There's a part of me that still really respects and upholds the idea of marriage or the concept, the principle, okay? I really respect the principle of marriage, that you have this one person and you're dedicating your whole heart to them for the rest of your life and you want to grow old with that person. I think that that's something quite normal to want in your life, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you are married to that person or you're not married to them. But if you end up getting married to someone who is just straight up not good for you, that you don't love, that doesn't love you, that, you know, hurts you, or you guys just don't get along, then yeah, you should be able to get out and have the opportunity to be as happy as you possibly could be. And probably a lot of people think that that might be irresponsible. I get that, but at the same time, it's like you only have one life, and to spend your life with someone that you're not in love with, or that you can't be your best self with, or that you don't feel safe with, is asinine, stupid. Let me put my thinking glasses on. The way that they're portraying Megan, she is supposed to be seen as this irrational, illogical, emotional young teenage girl. And that's fine, because she definitely is those things. She's clearly not thinking this, or she hasn't thought this all the way through yet, because she's just young. She doesn't have that experience. That's exactly what I'm talking about. She's inexperienced and she's naive.
For as they were in those days before the flood, eating and drinking.
This is exactly what I was talking about. This is supposed to be Zach's talk. I guess he had other plans again.
In the meeting, right? God damn. Save that shit ride home. Oh my god.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, let me throw on a shirt. I'll be right out. What's wrong? What's going on?
You weren't at the meeting again last night.
Hey, is that what this is about? I was exhausted, okay?
My dad said...
Your dad? Is that where this is all coming from?
He is only concerned.
I know this is the truth. There's always gonna be people telling you what to do and how to feel, but trust your feelings.
A broken clock is right twice a day, ladies and gentlemen.
And trust me.
What if there's just more...
Before you say another word, I'll be right back, okay? I know people are gonna think whatever they want to think, but the last person that I want to be worried is you. I was gonna wait, but there's a reason why I'm working so much, which is why I want to ask you. Will you marry me?
Yes, I will.
What?
I just wish we didn't have to worry about what everybody else thought. That we can just be together and not worry about them.
You mean elope? So why don't we?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I was wrong. He hadn't proposed to her yet, but now they're gonna elope. Oh my god. It's one of those things where it's like, even though I know it's a bad idea, it's still just like kind of romantic anyway. Oh brother. In practice, it's probably not the best idea. That seems as good a place as any to go ahead and cut this video. Lots of interesting developments. Can't wait to see how they unfold. But you'll have to tune in next time to find out exactly how it ends. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, then of course you can leave it a like. And if you like me, well then you can subscribe to this channel where I will be talking about whatever I want, whenever I want, because this is my channel and that's what we do here, baby. So subscribe. And as always, chulas, I hope that you are having a beautiful, wonderful, amazing rest of your day.